Welcome to the live podcast from around the world. Live. This is the Cosmos Diaries podcast show. Presented by the Travelogue team.
Welcome back, folks, to another episode of the Cosmos Diaries podcast show, Season 2. Today, we are joined by our favorite host, Sanjay, Asrat, and Srimon, as we dive into the topic that has been the subject of countless debates. Is college really necessary? Or are they just a cash grab orchestrated by the education sector? From the hallowed halls of the academia to the rising tide of the student debt, the question of whether a degree is worth the investment has never been more relevant. Are colleges truly preparing us for the real world, or are they just another business? Join us as we explore the pros and cons of higher education and tackle the ultimate question. Is college really, is it worth it? So Asif, what's your take on this topic?
So, as per my take, I am currently working and studying in a CS sector, means in the IT sector.
Yeah.
So, college, it's more of a skill in this sector. Because if you have a skill and if you are a 12th pass, you will get easily placed in any well-known institutions like Infopark or anything. Then mainly what skill you have and what time you take to perform the necessary task they need. And if you are taking a college degree as a means to get a job, some of the companies do take the college degree as a essential mandatory requirement for getting a job. But some companies only check what quality you have, what do you have punctuality or your way of skill that you develop in this sector.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Even for me, like I'm from a non-IT perspective, I'm basically studying mechanical engineering in my college right now. But most of the companies, they're not looking if you have a degree or not. They're looking if you have experience. Do you know how to unbolt a chassis of an engine? Or do you know how to screw in a cylinder of an engine or something like that? They're not looking like if you have like a mechanical degree or MTech or anything like that. No one is gonna care about that. What about you, Srimon? I mean, based on your medical sector, what do you think? Is college really necessary?
The college, the need of college degrees mainly for landing into a job. First of all, even if we say that the companies does not require any college degrees, but they do ask for college degrees because if we go to a college regularly, they gets a confidence. If we are employed, we would appear to the company every day. We would be efficient in doing the works they give to us, and that kind of they are testing that kind of abilities in us. The college degrees. For some of them it won't be that helpful because the practical knowledge is one that always needed for any job.
That's true.
In medical field, the important thing is diagnosis, which is one of the major area. So here the practical knowledge which matter more than a degree. We have degree, if we are not good at the detecting or diagnosing the disease, we won't reach anywhere. I would think the same is the case in engineering too, other fields like CS or mechanical engineering. The practical knowledge always matter. Because the practical knowledge or deep understanding of the concept, we could do any kind of innovations, or we can stand apart from other students who have graduated from the same college. And the most of companies also look for those minds who have the capability to apply this knowledge to newer fields.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
But considering the curriculum, the colleges nowadays not nowadays, the time when we pass, or now we are studying a constructed curriculum. But when we are passing out, that curriculum will be outdated, and there's no need of that type of a study. So if I am saying I was studying shell language in my college, and when I passed out, maybe after 2 or 3 years, that shell language won't be necessary for that coding or development or something,
Yeah, that
unless you are doing.
that's like one of the
Unless
main
you are doing
problem with
something
this.
somewhere.
That's one of the main problem with, especially the Indian colleges. It's just way too outdated. What they teach you is way too outdated, Like even for like this thing, I'm learning like basics of thermodynamics and all that stuff from the third year itself. Like I should have learned that from the first year. Why am I learning this in the third year? Fourth year is always just for internship and other stuff. Third year is like the main course subjects. But why am I learning basics of thermodynamics at this point? It's just waste of time. I already learned this in my 12th standard. I'm already fluent in it. Give me some IC engines and other stuff. Let me learn that. It's just hell.
Yeah, especially Indian colleges focus on theory.
Yeah.
And passing exams.
That's true. That's so true. None of the Indian colleges wants to go for practical segments, practical field. They always want to go for theory. It's such a bad case.
Yeah, that also affects our the patents filed by different countries. We are in a very poor position with internationally when we look each year the patents filed. We have a very less number of patents filed each year. But other countries, the college graduates are more like the first year, which are very young engineers coming with new innovative ideas, and they are going in startups, which would be beneficial for the country as well.
Yeah.
So here we are mostly focused on books, the knowledge gained from the books or theoretical knowledge.
Yeah.
And the engineers can't apply this, and they are not eligible for a working also.
Yeah,
like
so true.
They don't have that the capabilities for an engineer. So because of that, they don't end up in a good job or good LPA or that kind of jobs which they have a good paying. Because of that reason, they remain unemployed. And we continue complaining the system as well. The system should change, but we have to increase our portfolio. We have to check for other courses, or we can do degrees outside India, or we can do some kind of degrees like with it can be AI or machine learning. There are many courses which can be done mostly online. We have tons of courses online.
So many courses.
But most of us don't blindly believe this kind of course because the certificates won't do that.
That's one thing.
Mostly our parents. If we talk to parents, if I want to do this kind of course in online, mostly we would pay a large amount of fee, and if the certificate that we receive is not valid in our condition, it would be a waste of time and waste of money. And most of companies here may not accept this kind of courses which is taken from on online.
Yeah, dude. Like,
but joining a college, I think from a positive side, the only good thing is we get to know the like-minded people. If I am a computer science student and if another computer science student, if he reaches somewhere, I have a contact with the higher
seniors,
higher profile. If I have a contact with a higher profile person,
seniors,
it
or
will
like
be
professors.
Useful for me.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true.
It will be useful for me.
Yeah, I mean.
And
continue.
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, I'll say. Even during for the architecture thing, one of my sister's friend, she studied like 2 years or something in the college, in a college architecture field college in India. It was completely theoretical. So like none of them, actually did anything. So mostly for architecture, you need the practical knowledge. Okay. And after that, now she changed to Oman she was studying with my sister only in Oman. In that, like there were for her BR, there was literally no final exams. There was literally no final exams. Like everything was practical stuff. You have to build a model. And then you have to do other stuff. And there is no like end exam whatsoever. No written exam, no nothing. It was completely practical stuff. I mean, that's amazing for a college and as well. And also you will get that college life when you do that. You won't get that if you don't go to college. It's a completely different field from that. That's one thing good about college.
Yeah, but basically in Indian colleges we can't accept or we can't expect
Expect.
to colleges both colleges to just pass us out with not giving us exams and all.
Yeah.
And maybe like after 20 to 40 years, maybe like that a makeup. I don't know. Because the generation, it's Gen Z generation, it's not our generation where we were going to school, we were going to college, we get degrees, we get a job, we get settled. Not a normal generation we are going through. It's from 8th standard onwards. Today in my today's class also, my professor told me from 8th standard onwards, the kids are studying how to code, how to do high intelligent, high-end stuff.
Yeah.
We even don't know how to print hello world in Python. We are standing there, and the 8th standard kid is standing there.
Yeah.
That's
one thing, man.
main difference between our generation and this now Gen Z generation.
Yeah.
This will change. The system will change.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, but I don't think college is that good because, some of my friends, okay, came from the lateral entry, okay? Like, they studied diploma first, like after finishing 10th standard, they went for 3 years in diploma and then they're coming to college, okay? But for them, they're getting much more practical knowledge than me wasting 2 years in my college. Like they actually came like 1 year after this. Okay, so like my first year after that. So from second year only they're starting the lateral entry. From second year they're entering from lateral entry. Okay. But then like whenever they're like when the teachers and professors are doing the courses now, they're having more practical knowledge. They know the stuff beforehand itself, and diploma has you're paying less amount for diploma as well. It's just it's so better. Like I'm paying like 2 lakhs per year for college for every year. Okay. Yeah, and for like I guess for other departments and all, for IT and all, I think it's so much, right? How much do you pay for this?
My college fees came around 2 to 2.5 lakhs. I did my BSc in computer science.
Oh, okay. Sriman, I'm pretty sure your medical sector, yeah, there it's just plenty of so much money you have to pay for that. How much you spend?
Yeah, mine like 3 lakhs.
3 lakhs.
3 to 4.
3 to 4 lakhs. Yeah, and that is a 5-year course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, 3 to 4 lakh. I mean, diploma courses, they're barely 1 lakh each. Like it's a 3-year course and it's barely 1 lakh, and they're getting much more this thing.
Yeah, then which the IITs and NITs, which are considered as the flagship colleges in the country. and the best of students who learn there, their position have to be questioned too, because I have came through a article. I think it's in Indian, with Times of India, I think. It's a census which I have taken about just about a 30% of students graduate from the IITs or NITs land in a good paying job.
Yeah, that's insane.
The case of such flagship colleges in the country is similar. So what about other colleges which comes in the lower ranks? So that's alarming in our country. That is that these degrees that they receive from these flagship colleges, mostly they go outside the country or work there. Especially America. I have heard about a saying that from different countries they import America import different stuffs in different countries. From India they import engineers and doctors. It's a old saying. Have been continued trend for years.
Yeah, that's true.
So large people still there is a migratory tendency of Indians, especially students who go abroad for higher studies. It's the lack of jobs or unemployment or increasing unemployment in the country. But it should be taken serious consideration by the government or other administrations, because employment is one of the important things that a graduate should get, because the larger paying a job, they would go behind the large paying job itself. Their package, which is a package, the name is a trend in most of the college, like LPA, like per annum, how much that they receive. That's one of the important things, and it's the attraction for most of students studying here. In abroad, they might offer a large salary itself, but to reach that side, you have to pay large amount in college fees.
That's true.
Yeah, it's from when comparing here, it's a large sum of amount. It's like students are now like middle classes.
Even if they get scholarships also, the stay, like if you want to stay there, you have to pay a lot of amount as well. Like the living cost in those places is insane.
Yeah, especially for receiving PR, which is very difficult now.
That's so difficult.
The amount of people migrating is increasing day by day. So the country also have problem because they have their own citizens to take up, and they are losing job in a gradual manner because of larger immigrants coming to the country. Not only from India, there are many other countries where the immigrants are coming. But here is a larger trend, especially in Kerala, where there is a larger trend of migration of students. And this also has a larger impact in our society, because youths are always moving out of the country. Youth are the source, or they are the future of any country. So if we are losing that kind of manpower, or they are the wealth of a country, it's a serious indicator, and mostly the country would be left behind with just old people. And they are not useless, but the youth, which is the main, as our country is developing, we need skilled and educated youth for different kind of jobs, and it's for betterment of country.
But now the Oman government is doing something very different, because now they are not accepting any immigrants from any country, and they are making now they are not accepting any immigrants from any country, and they are training their own citizens, like Omani, how to do maybe the industrial work, the driving, and the small jobs, and from small jobs to higher jobs, they are all employing the only Omani. They are not accepting any immigrants for any job. So they are planning to become self-sufficient first. Then after some years, maybe immigrants have a chance. But no, as of now, Oman government is not at all accepting any immigrant. Maybe Seymour has a point over there.
A country when it's developing, there is a large number of different kind of people. It's a country is made up of different type of people, because it can be different nationals. Different nationality people would have different kind of skills or different kind of innovations or ideas. Most of the countries should be employ the best from different countries. That's the diversity. Or the India is known for its diversity, which makes it beautiful. Similar in the case of employment, when we take a case of Dubai, which is a highly progressive or progressing country, a promising country in the Middle East itself. So there are just 15% of that country belong just the citizens from that country. Other people who are employed there are from different nationalities. So the progress they have done in this 21st century shows that immigration or best people or the skilled laborers from different countries is important. Just focusing on just citizens, it might be, it can work, but the progress won't be that much. There would be some kind of hurdles, or the progress might be very slow too. Because we have to train our citizens, which would be expensive, and the international companies, they always require the best. So they won't accept this kind of newer workers, because they are not experienced. They are
they
new
all
to the
wanted
job.
experience.
So
They all wanted experience.
Yeah. And the citizens from these countries, they always demand for a larger scale of sum of salary, which is one of the main. So the people from
But
undeveloped countries or developing countries, they won't demand for that kind of salary. Their salary might gradually increase, but the salaries they are paid to them is much lower than their citizens. So that kind of flexibility the companies always require. They always look for quality than quantity. They always look for quality and at a cheaper rate. That's the main thing they are looking.
But when you talk about, I think you can't demand a 20-year or 10-year experience from an old guy, because he's a fresher and a passer. So,
But
10-year
see, the
experience
thing
from a
is
20-year
that,
guy.
the thing is that you can learn a lot of, especially for the sector, from online. You actually don't need a college for that. You can learn about any kind of code you want. You don't need a degree for that. It's straight up simple. You see that experience in coding, and if you have that coding, the companies are willing to take it. They're definitely willing to take it. I mean, look at Elon Musk with this thing, Tesla. They're taking people who passed out 12th standard. If you have the experience, if you know the knowledge of what you're doing, just go for it. No one is asking for a degree in Tesla. It's straight up forward. If you have the experience, you are in. That's it.
Bro, actually, when you're talking about that, Albert Einstein, I don't know how much true it is. Albert Einstein, it's a story I heard from my 12th or 11th.
Yeah, say.
Albert Einstein was very much bad in some subject, and he was constantly failing in those subjects. Okay. I guess it was in 7th. And the teachers told he was backwards, and you are not capable of studying, or you need a special education or a special type of education system like NIS we have here in India. But look at now where he is, what he is. So it's not about vision, it's about what you are studying in school. Okay, when we are saying like that, it's like a competition or a race where all the animals in a jungle participate. But the race is that to climb a tree. So it's like a dogfight where you are capability as someone who has different capability. Because I have a better coding and hacking experience. Okay, but if I am if I am good in maths, I will fail because I am not good in maths. So it's just like that.
So
You are not tested what you are needed to be tested.
yeah. So I guess like unless and until you know the capabilities of yourself, you need a college. If you're not considering a college and you know your capabilities, you can do that in online or any other sector, like even diploma. You don't need a college degree for it. If you have the capabilities, you can do it. But people who doesn't have the capabilities or who doesn't know their own capabilities, I guess that's where the colleges are there, And also another thing is that, people are going for colleges because, most of the colleges, especially in India, are giving placements, like especially for the IT sector. Even in my college, we have like a complete, discrepancy where with the IT and non-IT sector. Like even in the latest batch, like in the current SEM batch, the new SEM batch, it's like almost 300 people are there, almost 600 people are there from the IT sector. And no more than like 70 or 80 are there in the non-IT. That's it. So everyone is going for that, that placement thing. They just want to get a job, any job. They don't mind. And college is the way to get
That's
that.
a problem. Bro, that's another problem because per year, if you are saying per year, maybe there is like maybe lakhs and lakhs of students are passing out per year. Okay, but there is no such job opportunities. There's no number of job opportunities available in the market right now.
Yeah.
If you are passing out every year, how can every company is open freshers openings? If you are saying that placement thing also, if you are getting placed in a company by a placement cell program, another person is losing their job because usually now during the COVID time, people were hired for the jobs, and after the COVID time, that necessity has gone out now. So that number of people who are hired, they were expelled or fired. Because that necessity is over, so their use is over. And mainly the HRs are mainly made for this job, because they hire people if the necessity is over or someone is there to do that job for a lesser pay, they are fired. Of course they are fired. So a college degree won't save you from firing from a job.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's just maybe it's a skill in IT sector. I can't say that in medical field, because medical field is like 7 years, 10 years of study, and then only we can give our lives to a doctor, hoping that he can hopefully save us and not get a skill
Yeah.
like that. But IT sector is purely about our skill.
Yeah.
Skill but in every field, even it's in the engineering or medical, the skill is the main thing. The skill to achieve that skill, we are mostly going in these colleges, and most colleges fail to give or provide us with that skill. It's the main thing happening in the colleges. We are going to colleges in search of the best skill that we can gain from that colleges, but the college fail to give us that kind of skills.
So guys, that wraps up our today's podcast, where we talked about the effects of colleges in our lives and how it prepared us to face the future circumstances. I would like to thank my co-host Asrit and Sriman for enlightening us as listeners with the info. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and keep enjoying the coming episode as well. Till then, adios amigos. Bye bye.